Hello everyone, I welcome you all to this class. This is mathematics class, and in our previous classes we studied integration by parts, and we're going to continue with that topic, integration by parts. I gave you this formula for performing integration by parts. Integral of u dv is equals to uv minus integral of v du. U is a function and dv is a function, so you are integrating product of two functions, and you are going to use this formula to perform the integration. So you need to know what u is, v is, and du is for you to perform the integration. So let's look at this second example. They asked us to evaluate integral of x squared ln of x with respect to x. In our previous class, I told you that the one we are going to call u is the one we are going to the one that can vanish if you differentiate it a certain number of times. It is true that if you differentiate x squared a certain number of times, it will vanish. If you differentiate x squared, you are going to get 2x. Differentiate again, you get 2. Differentiate again, you get 0. Right? It can vanish at a certain number of times of derivative. But because of the nature of this function here, ln x, we cannot call this one u. Because if you call this one u, you'll be calling ln x dv. And if you call ln x dv, you are going to integrate it. And it is not easy to integrate ln, to perform the integral of ln x. Because of that, we are going to call ln x u so that we can differentiate it, because it's easy to differentiate ln x. And we are going to call x squared dv so that we can integrate it. So I'm going to say let u be equal to ln of x. So this implies that du dx, remember the one you are going to call, the one you call u is the one you are going to differentiate. The one you call dv is the one you are going to integrate. So since I call u ln x, I'm going to differentiate it. And if you differentiate ln x, you get what? 1 over x, right? Then we can make the du the solid of the formula by cross multiplying. If you cross multiply, you get that du is equal to 1 over x dx. That's the result we will get. Du is 1 over x dx. So I'm going to also say let dv be equal to, then dv will be, we are going to call x squared dv. Since we call u ln x, then the second one will be dv x squared. So this one you integrate. The one you call dv is the one you are going to integrate. So if you integrate both sides, you are going to integrate both sides. So integral of the dv, integral will cancel what? The derivative sign, remaining v. Then integrating x squared. How do you integrate x squared? You add 1 to the power. If you add 1 to 2, you get 3. Use that result to divide. Right? That's the result we'll get. Then we can proceed to use the formula. So that I'll have integral of x squared ln of x with respect to x will be, formula says uv. Which one did we call our u? Our u is ln x. What is our v? We calculated v to be x squared, x raised to power 3 divided by 3. So we have x raised to power 3 divided by 3 ln x. Right? Because u times v is same as v times what? U. They are the same thing. So we are going to say minus integral of v du. What is our v? Our v is x raised to power 3 divided by 3. Then multiplying what? Du. What we calculated du to be what? Du is 1 over x dx, multiplying 1 over x dx. Right? Let me just put the dot multiplication here. Dot multiplication. So that this will be equal to, what we have here first is x raised to power 3 over 3 ln of x Then easily x will cancel x will divide x raised to power 3, reducing this to what? X raised to power 2. So we have minus integral of x raised to power 2 over 3, right, dx. So we can continue integration. This is x raised to power 3 divided by 3 multiplying ln of x, then minus. So we want to integrate this. What is the power on x? The power on x is what? 2. You add 1 to 2, making it what? 3. So I have x raised to power 3. Then I'm going to bring down this power to divide. Remember, I have 3 already dividing. So you are going to, if you bring this power again down, so you are going to have 3 times 3 down. Then plus constant of integration c. So I hope you understood what we did. To integrate x squared, you add 1 to the power, making it 3. You bring it down. So when you bring it down, it will multiply this 3 that is already down here. So that this will be x raised to power 3 over 3 ln x minus x raised to power 3 divided by 9 plus c. So this gives us the result of the integral of this very function. So I'm expecting you in our upcoming class. See you in our upcoming class. Bye.